सहनावतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति। 63 जीवत्वेपगते तस्य शिष्यते परमात्मता स एव स्वर्गतुल्योऽभूत् इन्द्रिया विषयत्वतः। So Vamadeva, having got virakti, vairagya, had taken to Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana. But in earlier life, on account of very powerful prarabdha to take the next embodiment, so he could not gain the knowledge. That prarabdha got over in the mother's womb in 9 months, and based on earlier Shravana, he got the knowledge. And early, due to ignorance, whatever the identification with the body was there, which is described as Debhrantya Dehe Nimagnavan. So he was identified with the body, not knowing the Swarupa. He got rid of it, knowing one's own Swarupa, and rose above the body, means he could discard the body as distinct from oneself, knowing directly what the Swarupa is. And thereby the jivatva, the status of samsari, status of jiva, gets terminated. What remains is one's own true nature, the Paramatma Swarupa. And this Paramatma Bhava itself is Swargatulyaha. It is Swargatulyaha. 2 reasons are there to call it as like the Swarga. It is not Swarga. Actually, in the Shruti, Swarga word is there. Amushmin Swarge Loke Sarvan Kaman Aptva Amrutaha Samabhavat. It is in the next page of your book. Amushmin Swarge Loke. This portion is explained in stanza 63, second line. So, in this Swargaloka, it may give a notion that he went to heavens, but heaven is not the context at all, and he is talking of liberation, so therefore it can never be heaven. So he says, what is that Swarga? That's why he says, Saha eva Saha, that's Paramatma. Shishyate Paramatmata, the status of Paramatma remains that Paramatma Bhava. Saha is Paramatma Bhava, itself is what? Swargatulyaha. It is like Swarga. Like Swarga, one reason is given here in this very stanza itself. Indriya Vishayattvataha. Indriyanam Avishayattvataha. Swarga is not an object of our Jnanendriyas. We can't see heaven, nor can you touch. Hear means description we can hear. But they say in the heaven there are music, celestial music, etc. you can't hear. Otherwise, these channel TV fellows, what would have done? Straight, they would have telecast all the heavenly music. That is not possible. It is not available for our perception. Shruti gives the description. And Shruti being the pramana, the means of knowledge for apaurusheya, the things which cannot be directly perceived by us, we say because Shruti is the pramana, we can certainly rely upon that. There are certain things called heavens we do accept. But with this embodiment, no one can ever perceive the heaven. If anyone claims that he has seen heaven, you can understand what the person is. Okay, that's so that you can straight away know and better be away from that person. Better don't go anywhere near person, don't start following, etc. with all promises, etc. Better be away from that person. So why? That's why I say Indriya Vishayatvatah. Indriyanam Avishayatvatah. Na Vishayatvatah. It is not an object of our Jnanendriyas or Karmendriyas also. Therefore it is called Swarga Tulya, because Paramatma Bhava also is Indriya Vishayatva. Swarga is Avishaya of Indriya, we know. Like that, Paramatma Bhava also is Avishaya of Indriya. No Indriyas can objectify it as this. Why? What can Indriyas, eyes, ears, nose, tongue, touch, what can they objectify? Vishayikarana, what they can do? Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. Atma, Brahma, Paramatma is what? Ashabdam, Asparsham, Arupam, Avyayam, Agandham, Arasavat. None of these features are there in Atma. It is not available for perception. What about the mind, intellect? Yato vacho nivartante aprapya manasasaha. So none, the speech cannot describe, because what can be perceived only the speech can describe, words can describe. Again, mind also can conceive what is perceived by the Indriya. So Chaitanya Rupa Atma is not available for any such Vishayikarana objectification. So just as Swarga is not available for objectification by the sense organs and organs of action, so is Paramatma Bhava is not available for objectification. We have already seen in the past also. Then how knowledge takes place? If Indriyas can't objectify, if mind can't objectify, how is it ever possible to gain the knowledge? That is where necessity of Shuddha Antakarana, a calm and composed mind, is necessary. Why? What happens? The mind, which is very pure, free from all these falsely attributed features of Adhyastha thing, is of such nature that it gets Chaitanya Rupa Atma gets reflected in the such Antakarana, ready Antakarana, like you are seeing your face in the mirror. Atma Swarupa becomes very clear. Itself is also Anubhava Swarupa. So that being the case, Avishayi, that means it is not a Vishaya, is not a problem for gaining the knowledge. Proper preparation of the mind is necessary. So here, that is Swargatulya, that's why it's called Swargatulya. Just it is said like this. Swargaha asmad indriya gocharaha. Swarga is agochara for our indriyas, means cannot be perceived by our indriyas. Paramatma bhavaha api indriya gocharaha. Paramatma bhava also is indriya gochara. Agochara means not a vishaya of indriyas. So indriya gochara. So therefore, this similarity is there between Swarga and Paramatma Bhava. So that's why it is called as Swarga. That is, Shruti also tells about Swarga, Swarga Tulyaha. Other thing, from Vedas we know, in Swarga, what is there? Happiness, exalted happiness is there. And they say in Swarga, sorrows are not there. See, when it is said in Swarga, sorrows are not there, the general sorrows out of disease, etc. are not there. Other sorrows of inequality, envy, jealousy, they are there. So because this fellow is walking on the footpath of Swarga, Indra is going on Airavata. So like that, these things are there. So the gradations also are there. In heavens also, Jhopadpattis are there. So only thing is that it may be of higher this thing compared to your the bungalows here. They may be at a better standard of living than bungalows in Bombay, but Jhopadpattis also are there. So therefore, when you see the disparity, what will happen? Sorrow is bound to be there, but only the diseases, etc. are not there. They say hunger and thirst also are not there. Maybe such things are. Anyway, so generally, Swarga is considered to be a source of Ananda. That is the relative one. But here it is nothing but absolute Ananda. So Paramatma Bhava is nothing but, that is Paramananda Swarupa. So that way also Svarga word can be taken. These words, actually we should be very careful. Like moksha. Moksha is used for what? What is moksha? Swaswarupena avasthanam. Abidance in one's own swarupa, that is Chaitanya swarupa, Atma swarupa, that is moksha. And Atma being Paramananda swarupa, it has to be Ananda swarupa. This is moksha. But moksha word at places in Purana is used for Swarga. So these words are at times relative. Why it is called why Swarga it is called moksha is used? Because in Swarga, relative freedom from the acute sorrows that are here, that can be found. That is here. And again see, here Janma, Marana, how often it is? Even if the person lives for 100 years, it is short period only. But there it is how much? Thousands of years compared to our human years. So that being the case, less yatayat is there. What is yata? Coming and going in terms of embodiment. At least human embodiment, at least the maximum span is 100 years, they say. There are certain insects, etc. embodiment, they are called Jayasva Mriyasva. Be born, die. You might have seen at the onset of monsoon, no? Some flies come, they cluster all these tube lights, etc. They say, how long they say? Within no time they lose the wing. Once they lose the wing, they end of it. It's a matter of 1 or 2 days or something like that. Jayasva Mriyasva means what? Pain. Again, Janma means pain. Marana means further pain. So much subjected to sorrows repeatedly. The heaven gone. Suppose there he stays only for 100 years. Which 100 years? Their 100 years. It is 100 into 360 of our years. So this fellow said, I think let me go to heaven. And he had by accidentally come to Vedanta. So therefore what happened? Some punya is, not some punya, great punya was accomplished. And okay, after all, what is that? Next birth I can take Vedanta continuum. Let me go to heaven. And let us say, he went only for 100 years in heaven. By the time he comes here at 36,000 of years. Nowhere Gita, nowhere Upanishad. Kali Yoga is in full swing. Nothing is found here. So like that, so that won't work. That being the case. Anyway, so that is what, that is Ananda, relative, that moksha. Moksha means relative freedom from the acute sorrows found here at places. The word moksha is used for Swarga. So you have to see the context. So here, only because Swarga word is used, you can't take as actual heaven because it is moksha only. Paramatma jnana that is spoken. How you can say, how will you suppose, how do you say so? The earlier stanza and what is told in the Shruti, that makes clear. So how? He rose above the body means gave up the identification body. Paramatmatma shishyate, that shows the Atma-jnana, moksha is there. That for Swarga cannot mean the usual Swarga. Swarga tulyo abhut indriya vishayatvataha. So that's amushmin swarge loke. That is explained as that Swarga is nothing but Paramatma Bhava. Afterward the Shruti continues, Sarvan kaman aptva amritaha samabhavat. So now, Sarvan Kaman Aptva, that shows the Ananda Swarupa of Paramatma Bhava or Paramatma. Amritaha Samabhavat afterwards. How he is Amrita? These two aspects will be now explained from stanza 64 to stanza 69. First, that is Sarvan Kaman Aptva. Having accomplished, having enjoyed all kamas, all means having fulfilled all desires, having enjoyed all sense objects. So what is that? Left to ourselves, we'll say, this is nice. These people talk of Vairagya when here, I think that is good, I think. Afterwards, what will happen? You will be able to enjoy all the sense objects. Maybe like some pathya, First you undergo little restriction. Afterwards, you will get all the things. They are not that way. Not. In fact, Vairagya, absence of Vairagya is like that English saying, penny wise, pound foolish. Penny wise, pound foolish. Absence of Vairagya, why? The immediate pleasures that we can gain from sense object are so fascinating, the one is not willing to give them up. But Shruti says, if you get hooked to that, what happens? You get deprived of your true nature, which is nothing but Paramananda Swarupa. Here, these paltry pleasures you get based on lot of dependence. What are the dependence? To gain this joy from sense object. First of all, what should be there? Birth means body must be. Body must be there. Body means presupposes birth. And what is the nature of birth? How painful we have seen. Now body, when the body is there, will it die or not? See how wise we are. We want the body, whether our body or body of those who are related to us, but we don't want the body to die. Impossible even for Hiranyagarbha. Leave aside Tom, Dick, Harry. Hiranyagarbha, the one who lives the longest. The Prathamajaha, the firstborn, last gone. The one who is born first and one who is to go the last in the entire creation. Even he has to cast off the body. Where do we stand now? See how wrong thinking and wrong concept and wrong expectation of keeping the body for ever. Is it ever possible? And then if sorrow comes, who is to be blamed? Who is to be blamed? We are trying for something that is, even to say next to impossible is not the correct word for which, and then sorrow becomes inevitable. Who has ordered the sorrows? Not simply we, our own foolishness. Aviveka, lack of viveka, that is what that gets, because of which we get subjected to sorrows. This is one aspect. Janma and Marana. In between these 2 points, Kosi. Procession of nothing but sorrow. Starting from the running of the nose onwards. So the child, when you see, I used to get very much irritated with the running of the nose of the children when you say, nowadays they are very busy, they keep it clean, etc. Olden days, that much of etiquette was not there, or this modernity was not there. Running of the nose onwards, what all the diseases. Not only that, hunger and thirst in between, regular, time-based, regular interval, they come. What all things, other things are there. So, for little joy, penny wise, pound foolish. Therefore, little viveka must be there. And with this, what do you claim? And dependence. First dependence on body. Afterwards, Vishayas are there. Mind also must be in a composed condition. Even to enjoy sense object, what is required? A mind which is relatively quiet. Suppose a very, very calamitous thing has happened, and even if the desired object comes, he is not in a mood to enjoy. Is it not? So therefore, all this dependence means, what does it mean? It is to really to be happy with this is next to impossible. So a person like Vamadeva, who has got this Vairagya, so he got rid of this erroneous identification of the body, and also another thing, All sorrows belong to what level? Upadhi level. Gross body, subtle body. That is why no trace of sorrow in the deep sleep. But that is not the solution why ignorance still continues. So that being the case here, that Ananda with one's own Swarupa that he discovered, Sarvan Kaman Aptva. So here it doesn't mean Sarvan Kaman Aptva means he enjoys all the, that is Vishayas, not that way. Then what does it mean? We enjoy desired objects for what? To gain the happiness. Now here is a Paramananda which excels all happiness put together, which can be gained on account of Vishayas. So therefore it is as good, figuratively saying as good as he has enjoyed all possible sense object available for the common man onwards up to Hiranya Garbha. Because all these types of happiness put together is not even infinitesimal portion of the Ananda, that is Swarupa Ananda, Atma Ananda or Brahmananda. From that standpoint, he says, having accomplished all desires, fulfilled all desires, means having discovered the Paramananda Swarupa. That is now explained. Parokshopi vimudhanam Vidvadbhiravalokyate Sarvepi Vishayanandaha Prapta Drishte Nijatmani. Nijatmani Drishte. No, not that. First, take first line. Vimudhanam parokshaha api. Vimudhanam parokshaha api. Add Atmanandaha vidvadbhihi avalokyate. Nijatmani drishte sarve api vishayanandaha praptaha. Nijatmani drishte sarve api vishayanandaha praptaha. Vimudhanam parokshaha api atmananda. Atma, who is nothing but Ananda Swarupa. Brahma, that is Atma, is nothing but Ananda Swarupa. Not simply Ananda Swarupa, but also totally free from sorrow. Whereas other Vishayas, Anandas are what? Some joy accompanied with the sorrow. Yesterday we were telling, somebody gave me the definition of wife. It says, Satya Sai Baba told one boy to get married. Then another boy asked, when can he get married? He asked one to get married. The other boy asked, when can he get married? He asked him, why do you want to get married? And he gave him the definition of wife. You know what is the definition of wife? W. What is that? W-I-F-E. Worry invades forever. Invited? Achha. Worry invited forever. He gave the definition of wife. He only can, I think we should ask him what is the definition of husband now. Only he can give the proper worry invited forever. I think girls are more mature. No girl must have asked him when can she get married. Otherwise he would have given definition of husband also. Anyway, we can have a stopgap definition till he gives the other one. So look, that is worry invited for ever is the definition of wife. I will tell, wife and husband are pratiyogis, correlates. Without the wife, husband can't be there. Without the husband, wife can't be there. Wife means husband is there. So we can continue the same definition for husband also. Worry invited for ever. He only is capable of giving such definition. Properties, nobody is. Properties are not proper ties. Spelling is the same. properties are not properties. So that is how it is. I think one should all cull all these definitions given by him. Anyway, it must be very interesting if he defines husband. So therefore, that is, every Vishayananda is accompanied by sorrow. And this also, that joy also is not Vilsina. It's not because of the Vishaya, it is all Atma only. So that is, therefore he says, Vimudhanam parokshopi atmanandaha. The Atmananda, which is totally free from even the least trace of sorrow, is Vimudhanam parokshopi atmananda vidvadbhihi avalokyate. Vidvadbhihi avalokyate. So avalokyate means sakshat kriyate. So directly experienced, directly cognized. Vidvadbhi. Vidvadbhi by jnanis who have got nishtha, jivan muktas. So by this directly avalokite sakshat kriyate. Nijatma nidrishte, the one may say that is fine. By vidwan means jnani who has got nishtha, firm abidance in this knowledge of oneself. This Atmananda is directly cognizant. That is fine. He has got Atmananda or Brahmananda, but he doesn't have Vishayananda. Is it not? You ate pakoda and you got pakoda ananda, but not jalebi ananda. Why that different? Or not music ananda, or not a sight, beautiful sight ananda you didn't get. One ananda excludes the other ananda. So this person got Atmananda, Brahmananda, both one and the same. So he got, but not the Vishayananda. Therefore, so what? So he is deficient of something. He might have got something little more. Okay, that's fine. No. Nijatmani drishte sarvepi vishayanandaha praptaha. Nijatmani drishte, when the Nija Atma Sarupa is directly cognized, Sakshatkara takes place. Sarve api vishayanandaha praptaha. All Vishayanandas are accomplished means as good as accomplished. What do you mean by that? There is no relevance to any Vishayananda. How? Because Vishayananda are nothing but infinitesimal fraction of Atmananda, Brahmananda. So therefore, Nijatmani drishte, when that drishte, sati, when this Atmadhyana, Brahmadhyana is gained, all Vishayanandas are as good as accomplished. So why all Vishayanandas do get included in Atmananda? The reason is given now. Atmananda samudrasya viplusho vishayothitaha Atmanyantar bhavantyante samudre bindavo yatha. Vishayothitaha and Atmanandaha. Atmananda samudrasya viplushaha. Atmananda samudrasya viplushaha. Ante Atmani antarbhavanti. Ante Atmani antarbhavanti. Yatha bindavaha samudre antarbhavanti. Yatha bindavaha samudre antarbhavanti. Vishayothitaha anandaha. All the different types of happiness born of Vishaya, the sense object. Varieties of Vishayas will be there. All varieties of Vishayas are included in 5 categories. What are those? Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. Individually, they may be many in number. So, all these varieties of happiness, Anandaha, Atmananda Samudrasya Viplushaha. They are nothing but Viplushaha, particles of Atmananda, which is compared to the ocean. A comparison between particle and the ocean. In the ocean, the waves come, big waves come, and they lash on the beach. When they lash on the beach, what happens? No? Water spray particles, they fly off. So now you take that tiny water spray particle, compare it with the vast ocean. What the comparison it is? Like that. Atmananda is like what? Samudra. Vishananda at its best. The Vishayanda at its best, not even ordinary Vishayanda, that is the maximum type of Vishayanda, it says what? Atmananda Samudrasya Viplushaha, like the spray particle of the water in the ocean. It's just, nothing also is not the correct word, it is totally insignificant. Now think of it. Our Ananda, what Ananda we can get is nothing but compared to the Atma and the Swarupa. Viplushaha. Viplushaha means particles. So what is the relation between these two? Ante Atmani Antarbhavanti. Ante, that is finally. Finally, they get included or merged in Atma. What do you mean by Vishyananda finally gets included in Atma? The original source of Vishyananda is nothing but Atma only. If when we analyze, we think what? I got the Ananda through my desired object Vishaya. To begin with, I wanted something. And therefore what? I worked for that and got the desired object. And that indulgence, bhoga, gave me Ananda. So the concept is what? I got the happiness because of Vishaya, which is not the final reason. I got it through Vishaya to begin with. But how did you get that through Vishaya? Do you mean to say this Ananda is that Vishaya itself is nothing but Ananda? Suppose you want sweet. You take just one spoon of sugar and eat it. Like that, like see, wherever sugar is there, there is sweetness. Wherever the Vishaya is there, there is happiness. Is it so? No? How come? Let us say, a sweet that you like, whatever it may be, okay? Laddu, let us say. These only examples, okay? Nothing to do with Swami. Many knows I don't eat, okay? Now, laddu. Now, this laddu is an object. Our concept is what? This laddu has happiness. If it has happiness, that happiness should be gained by all. It should be gained by same person forever. Is it possible? A person who is highly diabetic and laddu is given, big battle is going on inside. You know why? To eat or not to eat. More powerful is to Instinct is to eat, but again worries are there. Is it not? Why? System is not in proper working condition as far as the sweet is concerned. So that sorrow is there or not? So that after eating something happens, again sorrow. So like this, it may appear as though the Vishaya has got, but finally it is Atmananda. How do you say finally it is Atmananda only? Because when you eat, before you are eating, what is your concept? I must have it. I must have it. That I must have it desire itself creates some unrest in the bosom. In your mind, I want something. That I want something creates some unease. See, and so long as a desire is there, you can never be at ease. Means, now he got the desired object, the bhoga experience of that. What happens? Temporarily, that unease gets ended. Wherein, because of this bhoga, certain vrittis called priya, moda, pramoda get generated. And these priya, moda, pramoda vrittis have got the capacity to tap the ananda, that is Atma Swarupa. What do you mean by tapping? Chaitanya, Atma is all pervasive. But its chit aspect we can't get just like that. That we have seen. A switch has to be put on. What is that switch? Inbuilt switch of Antakarna with the Sukh Sharira has to be fixed to this body. Bhagavan has already fixed and sent the body, is it not? Therefore, that is that. A body, a born body, so long as it is alive, the chit aspect is readily available. There is not a single moment when the chit aspect is absent in the body, so long as the person is alive. Why? Switch is on. Like there is no problem with the tube light and the power is there and the switch is on, it is going to illuminate. This provision is there. But Atma is Sat. This Sat aspect, existence aspect, is available all along without the switch of Antakarna or the Sukh Sharira. Whether alive or dead, the body exists. For everything, everywhere, the Sat existence aspect is directly available. What is the nature of Atma? Sat, Chit, Ananda. And what is that? Sat itself is Chit, Chit itself is Ananda, Ananda itself is Sat. Sat aspect directly is available everywhere. Chit aspect to be available, what's that connection or switch should be on. Sukh Sharira, which has got Antakarna, must be there in a given body. Chit aspect is available. Ananda aspect, even this switch will not function. For that special vrittis are required to tap. So what is a Chaitanya Chit aspect is tapped by Sukh Sharira having the Antakarna. To tap the Ananda aspect, specific vrittis, Priya, Moda, Pramoda are necessary, and varying degrees they give the Ananda. On account of our Punya, when we get a desired object and have the bhoga of the desired object, those vrittis, when the Vishaya bhoga is there, those Priya, Moda, Pramoda vrittis, depending on the intensity of the happiness that the person is going to get activated. Tapping of what? Ananda aspect of the Vishaya, not Vishaya, this Atma Swarupa, Paramatma Swarupa takes place. But what was the cause there? Vishaya. Depending on the Vishaya, through the Indriyas, the body, mind, etc., it took place. So that being the case, now say, so finally, where is the Ananda now? Atma, from Atma only. If this Priya, Moda, Pramoda, see, you say you open the tap and water comes. And you say what? Tap give the water. If the tank is empty, what will happen there? Tap gave the water because the tank was full with the water. Like that, your Vishayas give you Ananda because there is a tank, never gets depleted. That is the Atma. And here, this happened, it's okay. But with that tapping of happiness through the channel of Vishaya, you order sorrows also. They are accompanying that. You can't say, I want only Ananda, not sorrows. Swamiji, how do you say? This is too much of Vedanta. Is why? With every joy, how do you say this thing? Sorrow is there. Look, you only have agreed. What is that? This Vishayanda, is it possible for you without the body? So long as the body is there, can you avoid sorrows? Little more cold, what happens? Sorrow. Little more heat, sorrow. No rain, sorrow. Heavy rain, sorrow. I think the Bhagwan doesn't know how to function properly. He should keep proper balance. You have to keep proper balance by life of dharma. All this happens because of adharma. Anyway, the final source is what? Ananda, that Atmananda. So that being the case, so he says that all the Vishayotthitaha Anandaha, the joys that we can gain from Vishayas are Atmananda Samudra Saviplushaha. They are that is insignificant portion of the Atmananda, which is vast like ocean. And Ante, finally, Atmani Antarbhavanti. These Vishayandas, they resolve where in Atma means the original source of Vishayanda is nothing but Atma. How? An illustration is given. Yatha, just as Bindavaha Samudre Antarbhavanti. The bindus, the water spray particles in the ocean, where are they actually? They are from ocean, they merge back in ocean. So final source, therefore final source of Ananda is nothing but Atma. Due to ignorance, it might have appeared that Vishayas have given us the Ananda, which is not the case. Now, not knowing this fact, that the final source of Ananda is nothing but Atma, Avivekis run after the Vishayas and get hooked there and suffer the sorrows. Of course, some joy is there, but sorrows are also there. Not Mudha. Atmanyananda madhya adnyatva Vishaye sukha vibhramat Bhoktumichhati tallabhat Dhiratmanyupashamyati. Add Mudhaha Atmani Anandam Adnyatva Vishaye Sukha Vibhrama. Vishaye Sukha Vibhrama. Add Bahyam Vishayam. Bahyam Vishayam to be added. Bhoktum Ichhati. Take Mudha, not Mudhaha. Ichhati is there. If you take Mudha, it has to be Ichhanti. Mudhaha Ichhati. Tallabhat Dhihi Atmani Upashamyati. Note it, there is no Dhira there. Dhihi Atmani has become Dhira Atmani, then Upashamyati. Not a mistake, but Sandhi. Dhihi Atmani upashamyati. Mudha. Who is Mudha? Aviveki. Not foolish also, etc. Aviveki, who lacks the discrimination. What discrimination he lacks? The final source of Ananda is nothing but Atma and not the Vishaya. The one who doesn't know this, that Mudha, Atmani Anandam Adnyatva. Adnyatva, being ignorant of, not knowing that the source of Ananda is nothing but Atma. So what does he do? Vishaye, in the sense objects of one's own desire, Sukha Vibhrama. Sukha Vibhrama, Madhyama Pada Lomasa. Sukham Asti Iti Vibhrama. That wrong notion that there is joy where? In the Vishaya. So Sukha Vibhrama. You are familiar with this example. Often it comes. The camel eating a thorny bush. Dog chewing a dry bone, thinking that there is Ananda. Actually, it is not so. They are tasting their own blood. So that is how it is. So, Vishaye Sukham Asti Iti Vibhrama. That is the notion that there is joy in the Vishaya. What they do? Bhahyam Vishayam. What that Buddha does? Bhahyam Vishayam Bhoktum Ichchati. Desires to enjoy the external sense objects, not knowing the source of Ananda is his own true nature. Even we can verify from the deep sleep that Atma should necessarily be Ananda Sarup. In sleep, there is no Vishaya Bhoga. No Shabda, no Sparsha, no Rupa, no Rasa, no Gandha. Still there is Ananda. What is that? Only Atma Sarupa. It has to be so. That also gives other clue. Sorrow should necessarily belong to Upadhi, body, through the channel of Antakarna. Why? In waking and dream, Antakarna mind functions, sorrows are possible. In sleep, mind doesn't function, never any trace of sorrow. So this should be, that this Viveka. So Vedra, mere Viveka will not help. It is not write a thesis and get the PhD. It should be in Achara practice. So that conviction must be there. If Vishayas don't have Ananda, why should I run after them? And by running after them, why should I get beaten by the sorrows? That is what it is. That Viveka must be there. Otherwise, what will happen? Vedanta is a nice way of passing that time. Good things are there. Little peace of mind also you can get. That is the secondary result. That result also the punya, not only the secondary great result you don't know. Adrishta. You know what Adrishta? Punya. Exposure to Vedanta gives such a lot of punya which cannot be gained even by performance of A to Z rituals given the Vedas. From Agnihotra to Ashwamedha, this is the entire, which contains entire list of rituals given in the Vedas. Even if suppose a person has performed all these rituals from Agnihotra to Ashwamedha, how much punya he could have got? The Vedantic Shravana excels all that punya even if the person doesn't gain the Atmajnana. If one gains Atmajnana, that punya he doesn't need at all. So it is just nothing for that person. So that being the case, this is the second result. Besides that, some peace, etc., some right attitude in life. So that means how to interact with the world, etc. That is there possible. We can't deny that. So that also is there. But the main goal is to know one's own Sarupa. So now the Vishaye Sukha Vibhrama Bhoktum Ichchati. Then what happens? When he gets the desired object and he enjoys the desired object, when the bhoga Vishaya bhoga is there. What happens to that aviveki mudha? Tallabhat. Tallabhat means tasya bahya vishayasya labha. By gaining that bahya vishaya. And what is bahya vishaya? Not any external object. Bahya vishaya, which are bahya ishta vishaya. It should be desired object. Bahya vishaya, there is a cobra there. Or potassium cyanide. Bahya vishaya. But it is anishta, not desired. It is not desired. Bahya ishta vishaya. So, when he gets the desired object, bahya vishaya, what actually happens? Dhihi. His dhihi means antakarna, mind, atmani upashamyati. Gets a repose in atma. That repose is connection through priya, moda, pramoda. So tapping. So like the tap is now open. But tap is open, it is programmed. Don't think that tap will be, once you open the tap will be open only to give you the joy which can be gained through that particular desired object which you have now fulfilled. That's all. Moment that is over, gone. Along with that, other things also. Like, you eat something, like some spicy thing you like the best. You eat to your heart's content. Joy or not? Afterwards, dysentery or diarrhea. To this extent that dehydration took place to be hospitalized. What? Where is the cause? Pani puri. Whatever it may be. So that is what it is. This is accompanying that. Why? You have to make use of your stomach. And your stomach has certain capacity. And it has exceeded. Or your stomach is delicate. But the tongue is demanding. Stomach is very delicate. What can you do? Even if you are a doctor, you have to suffer. So don't think that. How can I am a doctor. If you are a doctor, you should have used your sense of discretion before eating, not afterwards. Maybe you may, because you are a doctor, immediately you may take some pills, etc. You may try to suppress that there, but the effect is not going to stop as such. That is how it is. You suppose that food was so chronic, even your initial medicines also may not work. So that is how it is. So all started from where? I should have that joy of eating the desired dish. Viveka was not thorough. So along with that, I should have considered what can be the consequences thereafter. So that is how it is. So here, now, whatever it may be, dhihi atmani upashamyati. So that dhiya, mana atmani, in atma, upashamyati means gets repose. Reposing is what? Not that, of course, there see, other thing also. Whenever a person is happy on account of any bahya vishaya, bahya ishta vishaya, and if bhoga is there, relatively mind is calm. Other way, see, whenever person is sorrowful on account of any reason, mind is vikshipta, agitated. In that calm mind has to do something with the ananda. In that repose, the calm of the mind, priya, moda, pramoda, vrittis get activated. Finally, you should, and for which what is required, you may say bahya ishta vishaya, but even to get the bahya ishta vishaya, punya is required. Even after getting bahya ishta vishaya, to have the bhoga also what is required? Punya is required. There are many people who have got all the resources and desired objects. But who enjoys his brother-in-law? Poor fellow can't enjoy. Why? Diseases and this and that, etc. He can't enjoy. Why? has got the punya to have the vishayas, but no punya to have the bhoga. There are other people, they have no punya to have the vishaya, but they have punya to have the bhoga. Really? There are people who are poor, etc., but they have the... So there is a reason for that. Don't think it is accidental. In fact, once goddess Parvati asked Shiva, he said, how is it? There are poor people, but they enjoy. Enjoy means Vishayas only. They get the Vishayas to enjoy, but they don't have, they say. There are rich people who have Vishayas, they can't enjoy. You know, they say, the person who had the Vishaya Bhogas and is unable to enjoy, had done charity in the past lives, not out of willingness, because of some compulsion or something, the person has done great charity. As a result of that, he got the Vishaya Bhogas. But he can't enjoy because that willingness was not there. The people who don't have this means of gaining the Vishayas and still enjoy because they had hard to give in charity, but being poor, they were unable to actually give it. Very good. See. How it works. It's all karma, prarabdha, karmas, how it comes. That's how it is. So that means like whatever may be, finally it is what? Through the Vishayas, but finally tapped through the composed mind, activating the Priyamoda Prabodha. What is required is punya only. That's why desiring by itself is only a source of sorrow. Do you know why? Only because you desire, you don't get it. Many times, in spite of our best of the efforts, also you can't fulfill your desire. Why not? Required capital of punya is not there. On the contrary, some people put little effort and then suddenly accomplish. Why? Punya is there. So what is required for, even for bhoga, what is required is punya. So dhihi atmanish upashamati. That being the case, the final source of ananda is nothing but Atma Sarupa and not the Vishayas. So what happens that that means for the mind gets composed. Further what happens, how exactly ananda is gained, he explains. Atmanandam kshanam bhuktva punarbhrantya bahirvraje vivekadhir nijanandam bhungte tatstaiva sarvada. Anvaya kshanam atmanandam bhuktva punaha bhrantya bahihi vraje vivekadhihi sarvada tatstaiva tatstha eva tatstaiva nijanandam bhungte. Swasti prajabhyah paripalayantam nyayena margena mahimaheshaah brahmanebhyah shubhamastu nityam loka samasta sukhino bhavantu kale vashatu parjanyah prithvi sasya shalini desho yaksho varahitah brahmana santu nirbhayah. Om sarve bhavantu sukhinah sarve santu niramayah sarve bhadrani pashyantu ma kaśyid dukkha bhag bhavet asato ma satgamaya tamaso ma jyotirgamaya mrityorma amsamgamaya. Om purnamadah purnamidam purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hare